Wow. Do you have a sweet tooth? I sure do. Have you ever tried ice cream banana or chocolate pudding fruit? Let's talk about whether these fruits might be able to satisfy that sweet tooth. The most commonly known variety that is referred to as ice cream banana is blue java. People often buy an ice cream banana plant thinking they're buying blue java, when it turns out to be Namwa, another one referred to as ice cream. This is Namwa. This may look overripe to you, but this is probably when Namwa, in my opinion, is at its very best. The taste and texture, the richness is just delicious. And I have a little knife here just because the skin is just so thin. Sometimes it's easier to peel it back with a knife. Let's see how this is doing. No, not bad. We're down to our last handful. I've put some in the freezer and a lot in the green smoothies. I'm telling you, this is so delicious. So, these are the best bananas I've ever tasted. And it's not just the taste, it's the texture. Wow. I want to thank my friend Peter Goldstein, gave me the blue java. But when I bought this, I thought this was blue java. This is really common, that people will go to a nursery thinking that they're buying blue java, and because it's labeled ice cream banana, and it's really Namwa. And then I posted about it in the Going Bananas page in Facebook, and everyone was like, this is definitely not a blue java. This is a Namwa. It's definitely Namwa. What you have is actually superior. I'm like, what? They're saying, yeah, blue java is overrated. Namwa is actually better. Well, I haven't had blue java yet, but I'm just telling you, Namwa is the best tasting banana that I have ever tasted. So sweet. A larger stalk is now producing, and the bees are loving it. This beautiful tree I planted in 2019, and here's what it looked like back then. Some people call it sapote, I like to call it sapote, but the fruit is often referred to as chocolate pudding fruit. I know this looks like it's ready for the compost about now. It's all squishy, but this is when it's the best. Now, I usually have mine before it gets so brown, but this one caught me by surprise today. On the tree, it was like this. Like, oh my goodness, it's ready to pick and eat. And this is a seedless variety called Excalibur from Excalibur Nursery in Lake Worth. So every once in a while, I'll find one that has a couple seeds in it. Oh, look at that texture. Delicious. And the texture is smooth, just like pudding. This is sweeter than normal from mine. Maybe I should let them go brown more often like this. Some people, they have this expectation that chocolate pudding fruit is gonna taste like chocolate. I think it tastes like chocolate, but and it's sweet, but it's a mild taste of mild sweetness. If you have your expectations up so high, then you're probably gonna be disappointed. Some people, they'll use this in baking cookies and cakes, and so they'll add sugar to it. I don't think it needs anything, but some people, they gotta have their sugar fix. I'm not judging, but this is so good. Let's go to Cynthia's garden, where she's gonna talk about how to know when to pick the fruit.
Black sapote is one of those fruits that if you harvest it too soon, you're going to end up with an inedible rock. So it's really important with black sapote that you know when to harvest it. This is the calyx up here, and when it first starts to ripen, it begins to lift here, and then when it's finally ripe, it will lift also here. So you want to catch it when it's starting to lift right here, and there'll usually be some yellow streaks. With sapote, it's always better to err on the side of waiting too long than doing it too soon. But you do have to be careful if it's getting close. Sometimes they ripen really fast and then they just drop. Over here, you see an example of one that's not quite as far along. So you can see that it's really attached to the fruit. So if you don't have a black sapote tree, I recommend it highly. It's a delicious fruit. When it ripens, it's the consistency of chocolate pudding, and if you put a little cacao powder in there and maybe a little mint or some orange or something lovely like that, you will love it more than you would love any chocolate pudding in the world. Happy Sapote Day.
Namwa Banana gets massive, but there's also a very popular dwarf variety. Hey, if you got something out of this, please consider giving a thumbs up like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and finally, live regeneratively and let's grow together. I need another one.